This is how your page should be set up for 7-8, multiplying polynomials. I have broken down this section into 4 small videos, and this is the first one. How do you multiply monomials? Let's go ahead and write a 1 on there so you guys know that this is the first video for this section. And we're going to start small. We're going to learn how to multiply monomials, and then we'll work our way up to the 4th video. To multiply monomials and polynomials, you will use some of the properties of exponents that you learned earlier in this chapter. Earlier in chapter 7, you learned about some properties of exponents, and you needed to learn them in order to use them to multiply monomials and polynomials for the last section, or the second to last section of chapter 7. So the biggest property that we're going to use, the most popular one, is when you multiply two of the same bases, what do you do to the exponents? In this case, you know that you can't circle them together, so we add, and we get x to the 5th. You'll be doing that most for this section. Here's our first example. We have two monomials that we're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply the coefficients together, and we get 18. And then multiply the bases together, and when you do that, you add the exponents. So we're going to add the 3 and the 5, and we get to the 8th power. And here is our final answer, 18y to the 8th power. Okay, here's our second example. Same thing, we're going to multiply the coefficients, and we get 27. Then we're going to multiply the m's, and this one has m to the 1, and we end up adding the exponents, so we get m to the 3rd power. And then we're going to multiply the n's together, and we get n to the 3rd power. Once again, this n has an exponent of 1, and we add the exponents. And here's our completed answer.